Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top speculative stocks to buy in 2020. Now, before we actually jump into the episode, I want you guys to understand that all of these stocks carry risk. Because that's the biggest thing with investing is minimizing risk. These stocks that I'm going to be talking about have a very, very high risk, but a very, very high reward. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and overall, I hope you guys learned something. So now let's jump into it, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! So all of these stocks here, before you guys invest into them, I want you guys to make sure you have a nice solid base of ETFs and bonds. The reason why I say that is because these are going to act as your defense. Now, I would not go crazy buying all of these stocks. The reason why is because they have a very, very high risk. But with that, they have a very high reward. So I think it would be better to have a nice balance between bonds, ETFs, and some riskier stocks. It just makes sense to me. So now let's look at those stocks. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so the very first one here is ticker symbol JMIA. The reason why I love this one so much is because this is a e-commerce stock. So I do think with the hype around e-commerce, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. This stock really soared here, went from around $18 all the way up to almost $50 in like 2 weeks. We had some nasty sell-off here, fell under this 200 moving average line. Now it's slowly coming over and is breaking above it. I do think if we get a break above this 200 moving average line, I think that this stock's next real resistance is all the way up here at around $50. So if you guys actually hop into this, I would recommend setting your stops right below it, because this old resistance here, this old 200 moving average line, is going to act as new support for this stock. Also, this stock has a ton of long-term potential. They are always in the news. They are, always doing crazy and awesome stuff. So moving on here to stock number 2 here, we have ticker symbol MRNA. This stock here is working on the vaccine. So you guys can see we have this beautiful upward trend. The stock went from around $18 all the way up to highs at around $95 before getting some sell-off all the way back down to about $74. It is coming in contact with this 9 moving average line. One thing about that is you guys can see that every time that this stock's hit this blue line here, we get buying pressure. Came in contact with it, buying pressure. So now it's coming back down here. So what do you guys think is going to happen? Is history going to repeat itself? Possibly. The only thing that doesn't look good is, yes, we are technically in a short-term downtrend, but in an upward long-term trend. So, you got to understand that almost any time that this stock hits this trend line, we get buying pressure. So I do think from around $73 to $74, it could easily come back up to around 85 to about 95 or 92. So stock number 3 here is NIO. I always talk about this stock here because I think it has a very, very good long-term potential here. This is NIO here. They are a Japanese and Chinese electric car manufacturer. Their cars are honestly really cool looking, but look at this. This stock here, really, when it IPO'd, it went from around $5 all the way up to about $13. Sold off here, found some support here at around 6, resistance here at 8, traded in between here until we got sell off all the way down to about $1 or $2. It did fall down more to about $1.19, and then this buying pressure has just been super large. We had some nasty runs from $6 all the way to $16.44 before getting some sell-off here. It looks like it did find some support here at around $11. So it is just a little above those that support line. So look at this. I do think that this stock could run from around $13 to about $16. So this is another stock here that has a very good long-term potential. I do think people are going to get more and more reliable on electric automobiles, and I think it's going to outperform the combustion engine. And I do think a lot of car manufacturers like the big 3, Ford, GM, Chrysler, are going to slowly start turning to electric vehicles. And if you get into a stock that's the front runner, NIO, Tesla, one of those, it could definitely make you some money in the long term. Now, on that electric car manufacturer, we have Nikola Motors. Now, do I think that this stock's perfect? Absolutely not. I don't think that this is one you should go crazy in. The reason why is because they don't have any revenue. But honestly, I do think that they have the public's help behind them. So really what that means is people love the stock in this company. I think they think this is going to be the Tesla competitor. I do think it's going to be a little more than that. The reason why is because, do you guys remember when Tesla was building up their cars? They had a ton of production problems, and I do think Nikola Motors is going to slowly run into stuff like that, and it's really going to struggle for a little bit. But honestly, it does have long-term potential. So would you guys go crazy buying this? Absolutely not. Would you take 1-2% of your account and put it into a couple of these riskier stocks? Probably, because that would minimize your risk a lot better. So now really this stock here went from $11.30 all the way up to almost $100. So really this was a merger here, and we just had this nasty downward trend. So really right now it's all about finding support. So it looks like we did find some support here at around $30. So really what I would do is just set a quick alert here, because that is the old that old support line. So right now it's going to have a little more downward pressure because of this moving average line coming in contact. It's probably going to act as a resistance line. You guys can see it hit it and sold off a little. So honestly, the next time it comes down to $30, there could be a possible scalp move for it. So honestly, I do think we're going to need this stock to fall down to about 30. And that's going to put it at the RSI around 37 to about 32, which is going to make it undervalued, get a lot more investors involved. The next one here is Plug. So this stock all the way back in the day in 1999 went from $14 all the way up to $150, sold off, really didn't do anything, hit lows at 12 cents. But now look at the past couple of weeks here. Let's change this chart here. We have this beautiful, absolute beautiful upward trend. So the reason why that Plug Power is moving up, you guys can see it has a fundamental catalyst here. So you guys can see it says Plug Power shares jumped 20% ultra-day here, trading Monday, blah, 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 blah. So the reason why is because they are going to provide hydrogen fuel cells to, it looks like, a load of trucks. Yeah, truck fleet, which is absolutely crazy. So on that electric automobile side, this is a company that's going to provide a lot of car manufacturers that hydrogen. So looking at Nikola Motors, that is a hydrogen fuel-based car and a hydrogen fuel-based truck. So honestly, I do think that this stock definitely has a lot of long-term potential. The only thing I really don't like about this chart here is this, which this stock exploded up and just had nasty downward pressure and really didn't move a whole lot here. Has some resistance here at around 1070, so it is breaking above it. It did break above it here, but honestly, definitely a lot of long-term potential with this one. Super excited to see what happens with it. All right, so now probably the one we've all been waiting for, Virgin Galactic. SPCE here. You guys can see that this stock hit lows at around $6.90 before absolutely exploding up here. All the way up to $42.50, selling off here, hitting some support here at this 200 moving average line from that doji, and now slowly has been going up. The stock did fall around 5.6% today. I understand that this stock had a ton of buying pressure because they did release what their planes are going to look like, and honestly, I do think it took a lot of investors' breath away because it was really nice. I'm not sure exactly why it fell today, but long-term potential, I do think this is going to be a stock that is very risky and could definitely make you guys a lot of money. So honestly, these were the top real 6 stocks that I would keep an eye on. They're more riskier stocks, but honestly one to maybe take a little gamble with if you guys have the account size where you can, invest into a little more riskier stocks here. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and overall stay safe out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.